In the last week, the Homeland Security Secretary announced the lowest number of southwest border encounters ever. That bears out in Arizona, too. But here in the newsroom, we get a lot of questions about deportation of criminal immigrants who the Trump administration vowed to target first versus those who are here without papers. 13 fact finders looked into the distinction. Not all border crossings are equal in the eyes of the law. Criminal prosecutions related to immigration have plummeted this summer. That doesn't mean everyone who is what's called out of status is a criminal under U.S. law. The reasons are complicated, so we broke down the nuances with Darius Amiri, who's handled thousands of immigration cases.
Just being present in the United States without a visa or without prior authorization is not a crime. It's definitely a civil violation, and there can be immigration consequences. You can be detained, you can be deported, but it's not a crime just being here without permission.
While physically crossing the border at a non-sanctioned location is unlawful and constitutes a civil offense, leaders don't always view different levels of violation the same way. Here's border czar Tom Homan in Phoenix this year.
If you're in the country illegally, you should be looking over your shoulder. It's not okay to enter this country illegally. It's a crime.
The White House press secretary crystallizes the administration's view that all of the migrants arrested are criminals because they illegally broke our nation's laws, as she said. The law makes more distinctions. Crossing can be a misdemeanor or a felony depending on when, where, and how it's done. Overstaying a visa or temporary permission is a different shade of violation. Out of 7 categories of people without legal status, 2 can be prosecuted, while the others are misdemeanor violations. When are they breaking criminal law?
So I'll give you an example, like the unauthorized reentry. Okay, so let's say someone was apprehended here after being here for a while, they got in trouble, they got deported, they came back without authorization, without a visa, and they were encountered again back in the country. They could then be deported for unlawful reentry, and that can be a misdemeanor or even a felony.
That can be prosecuted. But for the vast majority of people in custody, violations would fall into the misdemeanor category. It doesn't mean there aren't consequences for unauthorized entry. They can still be held and then deported. And by the way, we have mentioned temporary protected status, or TPS, to you before. That status has already expired for many migrants and is about to expire for those from Syria, Venezuela, Ukraine, Myanmar, and Ethiopia this fall.